Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Battle Stadium singles video here on iStarly TV. This is part of my Road to Master series where I try to climb the online ranked Battle Stadium singles ladder. And I have a brand new team here today, and I'm going to be doing something a little bit different here, so we'll talk about that right now. There is a new season now, so starting at the beginning of each month, it's a new season, so the rank resets, so you can kind of climb the ladder all over again. The rules are still exactly the same as last month, so no different Pokemon have been added or anything. It's all, the Pokemon that are available in the game right now. And what I want to do this season is actually kind of do a true Road to Masters, and I want to focus a little bit more on ranking up this season and increasing my rank than previous seasons before. And so what I think I'm going to do this time around is, for this season, which is the whole month of August, I'm going to be developing a team as I go. So we have a team right here, as you can see on the left-hand side, and I'm going to explain the team right now. And basically, I'm going to be using this team mostly throughout the month of August when I do videos. And as the season goes on and as I do more and more battles with this team, I will be kind of developing it, like I said, and making changes as necessary. So basically, this is the first draft of the team, and as I go through the rank through the season, if I notice any issues with the team, maybe any Pokemon whose moves I could change, or EV spreads I could change, or even Pokemon that just are not working, and if I think of a Pokemon that could do better in my team, I might swap that out. And so yeah, you're gonna see me in real time kind of developing this team. I also hope to play more, battle more, and do more battles even off camera, so I can again work on the team and see what's working and not. And any changes I make, I will be doing on video. But in previous seasons, usually the only time I do battles is when I'm recording, which is funny. So I don't do too many battles off camera. And so this time around, I hope to play a lot more than I normally do, and just kind of see how my rank does and see how high I can get and see what my team looks like as I develop it. So it's a little experiment here. Hopefully it works really well. And let me know in the comments if this is something you're interested in. I will probably be interspersing throughout the month fun, gimmicky, new teams, different teams as well. So I won't only be showing this team, but this is a team that I will be focusing on throughout, very often throughout the month. But like I said, I already have a couple ideas for other teams I want to use. So just to mix things up and not get too stale. But anyways, let's talk about the team itself. I'll try to be a little quick here. Also, I don't have a team code right now for this team, but if you're interested, let me know. I figured because this is like a first draft of the team, maybe I'll do team codes intermittently throughout the month, as the team I feel gets better and better. But for right now, I don't have a team code, but let me know if you're interested, and I can make one if a lot of people want that. Also, I will still do a Poke Paste of the team in the description, so if you're interested in all the EV spreads, check there, although I'll probably talk about them as well. So anyways, let's start with choice specs. Gholdengo, this is max special attack, max speed, modest nature, trick, make it rain, shadow ball, focus blast. This Pokemon hits hard. It's in a decent spot in the meta. There are a few Pokemon that are top tier right now that are really good against Gholdengo, so it's not as great as it used to be, but it's still a solid Pokemon, and I just wanted something that can hit really hard and can kind of, surprise some people, and this is just a great Pokemon still. Then I have my tried and true Iron Bundle set. If you've been watching my videos, you've seen me use this Iron Bundle multiple times, and it's just really good. It works really well. The fact that it's faster than most common things in the meta, it's out of everything that's commonly used in the metagame, this is the fastest Pokemon. So good stuff. It's sub, encore, freeze, dry, hydro pump with leftovers. Oops. And the goal is to set up substitutes against Pokemon that are trying to set up or something, and then encore them into those moves, and then just kind of use my two other moves that are really good. And then as I'm in behind a substitute, I'm slowly recovering health. Iron Bundle's great. Then I have my Focus Sash Spore Breloom. I figured Breloom's in a pretty good spot right now as well, with some of the Pokemon running around in the meta. And the ability to put stuff to sleep, I think is just great. In a 3v3 setting, the ability to kind of, incapacitate one of their members, one of their 3 members, and put it to sleep can really swing the battle significantly. And Breloom's a really strong Pokemon as well. It hits really hard with Mach Punch. It has Bullet Seed, and then I added Rock Tomb. I used to have Bulldoze. That was mainly for Gholdengo because Gholdengo otherwise would completely wall this Breloom set. But with Gholdengo not being quite as common anymore, I figured Rock Tomb would actually be a little more helpful for some of the things that are running around. So I added Rock Tomb instead, and I think that'll help a lot. It does the same thing as Bulldoze, it's just a rock type move, which is it lowers their speed, which is also pretty helpful. Then I have Water Urshifu. Oops, I actually realized I want to change its Terra type to Water, so I'm going to do that before we get to the battles. But anyway, so this one, I've tried Urshifu in the past, and honestly, it didn't work, or the Water Urshifu, it didn't work that well for me. It didn't feel that amazing. So this time around, what I'm doing is I actually have max HP and max attack, which means we're gonna be slower than opposing Urshifus, gonna be slower than, everything pretty much, but I'm trading that for bulk, and Urshifu actually has decent HP and defense, so we can probably take some hits from other physical attackers and just hit really hard. And I do have Aqua Jet to make up for the lack of speed, so I think Urshifu is in a good spot right now. I am using the Punching Glove item, which is good, but also I'm a little worried about. I don't have any other punching moves. The only punching move on this set is Surging Strike, which is the main reason you run Punching Glove anyway. But I'm wondering if instead of Iron Head, I should have Thunder Punch. That's something that I might end up changing at some point. But I really wanted to try Iron Head. I feel like it kind of complements the build pretty well and helps me against some Pokemon like Fluttermane, for example. So we'll see if I end up missing Thunder Punch. But I felt like all 4 of these moves were moves that I really wanted to use, and that's why I settled on them. Oops, I realized I could have just had them on the summary screen this whole time, and that makes it a little easier. But yeah, so we'll see how this Urshifu set works out. I'm a little hesitant about it, but it's a good Pokemon for sure. Then we have Choice Scarf Chi-Yu. I wanted another strong special attacker, and Chi-Yu's typing kind of rounds out my team decently well, and it just hits really hard as well. So this is a set that I've used in the past. It's Modest, Choice Scarf, 4 moves, and Terra Fire, so we can get extra damage with Overheat and Flamethrower. Chi-Yu's a really strong Pokemon as well, and I think it's in a pretty good spot in the meta. And then finally, I have this bulky Garganacl with Stealth Rock instead of Iron Defense. So the goal here is I wanted a Pokemon that can set up Stealth Rock on my team. And looking at a lot of the other options like Landorus, I just felt like if I had Landorus, my team would be too weak to Chien-Pao. And so I wanted another Pokemon that can at least give me some kind of a chance against Chien-Pao. Like Chien-Pao and Fluttermane, the 2 big ones. I felt like Landorus was kind of bad against both of those, and Garganacl, I don't want to say Garganacl is good against them, but it can be. Now the awkward thing here, potentially awkward thing, is I'm actually max HP, max special defense. This is a tough call for Garganacl because it could go either way. It could go max special defense or max defense, or even a mix of those. But I ended up settling on max special defense for now, and of course that is something that I might end up changing as the battles go on. And then of course we have Recover, which makes a lot of sense. We have Salt Cure, which is, you should probably always have Salt Cure on your Garganacls. And then finally Body Press, which I still think is in a good spot, although at the same time I might end up regretting that because of the fact, I just realized this right now, I might end up regretting that because of the fact that I have max special defense rather than max defense. So my defense is lower, which means Body Press is going to hurt a lot less. I'm going to keep it for now. It might end up being really bad, but we're going to try it out at least. One of the Pokemon, again, that I always have my eye on, that I always have in my mind is Chien-Pao. And Body Press is pretty good against it regardless, so we'll see how that works out. So that is the team, and like I said, I'm excited for this little experiment. We're going to see kind of how it goes, and of course, I'm going to try to do a lot of battles. Today, I'll do like the kind of the normal amount of battles, I think, and then on the video here, and then like I'll try to do some battles off screen just to kind of grind that out and see how the team is looking. So yeah, let's get to some games. Battle number 1 of the new season with this new team. Okay, so Dragonite, Chien-Pao, Heatran, Toxapex is always really annoying too. If you don't have an answer for it, it can be a real headache. What do I like here? Do I lead Breloom? So basically these 2 are kind of like my lead options, Iron Bundle and Breloom. I think Bundle's actually a really strong lead. However, my opponent has Regieleki, and honestly, now that I think about it, it's likely they're going to lead with that, so I guess I'll go ahead and lead Breloom. Breloom's also a decent lead against everything my opponent has as well, so It's not bad, although at the same time, I kind of wonder if I should save Breloom in the back for that potential Chien Pao. I could also go Garganacl here to set up Stealth Rock, because they do have a couple Pokemon that are weak to it. Maybe I do that. And then Breloom, and then finally I'm going to want something that hits really hard. Sneasler is scary. Gholdengo. Urshifu. Huh. Do I bring Bundle? Or Gholdengo? I'm gonna bring Bundle. I'm running out of time. I might regret that. The question is, something I didn't really think about because I was running out of time and that I should have thought about is, which Pokemon am I gonna, do I plan to Terra here? Now, you don't always have to think about that right away, and of course the battles are dynamic and, you know, sometimes things change as the battle's going on, but, you know, I would love to Terra Iron Bundle because they have Regieleki. Oh wow, they lead Chien Pao. Okay. But I might end up terrestrializing something else. So they lead Chien Pao, which is actually something I'm not fond of. Of course, I was gonna lead Breloom, and now I regret that. I probably should have just let it, right? Why didn't I? Yeah, Breloom, I mean, Regieleki's scary, but yeah, anyway. I think I'd just start with... I guess I'd just start with Body Press. I'd love to get up Stealth Rock, but they go Sacred Sword, and I do live that pretty nicely. Wow, okay, cool. This is actually pretty good for me, because I'm gonna go ahead and get off the Body Press, and... this should kill, but of course, as I kind of expected, they do have Focus Sash. So now I have a decision. I could Terra, which basically nullifies their move and guarantees a kill. But of course, that uses my Terra. I think I do that, actually. I think I'm okay with that. I'm going to Salt Cure. They might predict this. If they predict this, oh man, I'm in so much trouble. But we'll see. My hope is that they just go Sacred. I feel like they're gonna go Sacred Sword, right? Because after seeing how much that did, the other moves are not gonna do much of anything at all. Perfect. Okay, that's what I wanted here. I did go Salt Cure just off the on the off chance that they switch. Salt Cure is a really good move against everything else on their team. So, yeah, we get the knockout here. This does cost us our Terra though, which I don't love. But at the same time, like with Breloom, I'm not sure I would want to Terra Breloom for this battle. And then one Pokemon I would love to Terra would be Bundle, but, you know, if I'm afraid of Regieleki, I do have Breloom in the back, so I'm not that afraid of that. I think I'll just start with Salt Cure. Because Heatran is a Steel type, okay, they go Magma Storm. I should take this, but I'm not going to enjoy that because of the fact that it deals residual damage to me. But Salt Cure does do extra damage to them because they're a Steel type, so that's pretty nice. We get to do residual damage and then probably switch into Breloom after this. Now their Heatran could be Terra Grass, which I think is probably the most common Terra type on Heatran. Yeah, that does decent damage, which I love because Heatran doesn't have good recovery. It's pretty likely... oh, I meant to click Recover there, but at the same time, I'm probably dead here, so I don't think it matters. Okay, I think Magma Storm has like 75 accuracy, and when I face Heatrans, they always hit it. They always hit it, like they never miss. But anyways, I mean, again, I shouldn't expect that, but Garganacl goes down. They take extra damage, which is perfect. And if I go Bundle, it's kind of like a mind game, because if they're Terra Grass, I won't want to go Hydro Pump. I think my safest bet is just Breloom. My opponent has one more Pokemon, so I think I feel safe going into Breloom and going for Mach Punch. And even if they Terra, unless there's something weird like Terra Ghost or Terra Fairy, which is honestly a possibility, then they're dead here. Yeah, because even if they're Terra Grass, I feel like I still knock them out thanks to that Salt Cure damage. All right, final Pokemon, and I have a Focus Sash Breloom and a Iron Bundle still alive, so I feel really confident here. They go into this thing, Sneasler. I think I'm safe to just go... Now, the funny thing about Sneasler is it actually resists all of my moves. And actually, something about Sneasler is that... yeah, I'm going to go into... This might look like a weird play, but I'm going to go into Bundle right now. Something about Sneasler is that I think it usually runs normal gem with Fake Out because of Unburden. So they might go Fake Out here, so they would break my Sash. Yeah. Now the downside to this... I think either way, it was kind of risky for me. But the downside to this is now they're probably going to knock out my Iron Bundle. And then once again, Sneasler resists all of Breloom's moves. Just going to go Freeze Dry here. They are faster than me now. They go Close Combat, which kind of matters because it's going to lower their defense. And then when I go back into Breloom, I'm guaranteed to live a hit. I think my hope is that they go for Close Combat once again. However, they're probably just going to go for like Dire Claw, which honestly is scary because Dire Claw is Sneasler's signature move, and it has a chance to paralyze or poison or put me to sleep, all of which are horrible for me. So I just go for Spore here and just hope for the best. I just have to hope that they go for Close Combat again, which I don't think they're going to. But if they just go like Close Combat, I put them to sleep and then I have a decent chance of winning. However, it's okay. They go Dire Claw. Let's see what happens. Did I live? Okay, perfect. Okay. However, I mean, the thing here is, once again, they resist every single one of my moves, and what do I go for? I think Bullet Punch has a better chance for more damage. Yeah, they resist all of my moves. They are at -1 defense though, and I don't think Sneasler has great defenses, so okay, I'm liking that. I'm liking that damage. If I hit like 3 times, this should be a good, or 4 times hopefully. If I hit 1 more time, this is GG. Perfect. And if I hit 5 times, it literally is GG. Oh wow, okay, I got lucky there. Although I think there was it was a close one. It could have gone either way, because you know, if I maybe only hit like 2 or 3 times there, then we get them to like about half health. And then the next turn I could go Mach Punch, or I could take a risk and go Bullet Punch again. Of course, if I go Bullet Punch again, there's a risk of them waking up. And if they wake up, of course, they're faster than me. So, but Mach Punch would, if depending on how much health they were at, Mach Punch might not have killed them. So that, again, it could have gone either way there. But luckily with those defense drops, or with that defense drop and the Spore, and my switch, I gotta say that, you know, it ended up paying off that I switched out to the Iron Bundle and basically sacrificed it because I knew that they were going to go Fake Out. Sometimes you see Sneasler with like Rillaboom because it has grassy terrain and then it uses a Grassy Seed to get the Unburden going. But typically what I've been seeing with Sneasler is what you saw there, Fake Out with normal gem. And so good thing I'm a little familiar with the meta and I was able to call that, make that call. So battle number 1, we get a win. Team looks good so far. Let's go to game 2. Interesting team. Very interesting team by my opponent. They've got Hisuian Lilligant, Volcarona, Ursaluna, Garg, Tropius, and Gengar. Now the first 2 Pokemon are really scary because they have moves that can set up, that like they can boost. So that's something I'm gonna have to keep in mind. Stealth Rock is great, although at the same time, Lilligant resists Stealth Rock because it's grass and fighting, and then Volcarona typically has heavy duty boots, so I actually don't know that I need Stealth Rock here. I actually think Garganacl is a little bit of a liability as well, because if they're just setting up a ton of boosts, then Garganacl can't really take hits really well, so I don't think I want to bring it. Urshifu looks pretty good here, I actually think. One Pokemon that's a little scary is Gengar, because I'm not exactly sure what that can do. Of course, Urshifu is going to struggle against Lilligant. What about Breloom? Breloom? I don't love Breloom either. I actually want to maybe lead Bundle. I have 2 water types, which is actually something that I should keep in mind. And then I'll bring Chi-Yu. I'm just going to go for this. We'll see how it goes. Their team is really interesting, too, because it's like, if they don't get up boosts, they're not really that threatening, but if they do get up any boosts, then they are pretty scary. Ursaluna also hits really, really hard. And then Gengar, I'm just afraid that Gengar might have like Focus Sash, and if that's the case, that could really throw me off. They actually lead Gengar, which kind of adds to the theory that they might have Focus Sash. So I'm just going to go ahead and substitute right away just to scout what they do. I do naturally outspeed them, so of course if they are faster here, that means they're going to be Choice Scarf. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Well, maybe not perfect, because if they just go like Shadow Ball here, then that's going to break our sub, and we're kind of back to square one. They go Sludge Bomb, kind of same thing. I could Terra Ground to resist it, but I don't think that's worth it. Terra Ground is, of course, bad against Lilligant, but okay against other things. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're Focus Sash. I'm just going to Freeze Dry here. I don't want to keep messing around with the substitute. And I don't think I want to use my Terra this early in the battle. Okay, well, that's not fair. There we go. Oh, wow, but they disable it. That's funny. Okay, so, you know, we get a trade there. You know, obviously mine is better for me because they're frozen. They can't move. But they do disable the Freeze Dry, so that means I have to go Hydro Pump here. And, of course, Hydro Pump is very inaccurate. Maybe I can play like a Heatran and hit this inaccurate move. Of course I miss. I remember a few videos ago when I was using this Iron Bundle, I was talking about how I like almost never missed with Hydro Pump and I had a good track record with it. Since then, I've missed a couple times, so let's see if we miss another. See how our lucks look in this battle. Okay, we do hit it. I was gonna say, if we miss, our luck definitely balances out because we did get the freeze on Gengar, which is absolutely huge against a Gengar because, again, obviously they took that hit not really well, but they took that hit, which means they could have just gone for Sludge Bomb, possibly poisoned us. So the fact that we froze them was pretty huge in that battle. They go into... Oh, now they go into Lilligant. Okay, so this might be the time that I actually Terra. But I'm actually not going to. I'm just going to Freeze Dry. They might Terra them... Oh, it's disabled, of course. Okay, that's actually bad then. This is actually tough then. Okay, I'm gonna go Chi-Yu. Ooh, this might be really bad too if they go for a fighting move. Oh god, what am I thinking? I went to Chi-Yu because I'm expecting them to set up to like go for their, it's called Victory Dance, I think, which is basically a physical quiver dance. Oh wow, they go Bullet Seed, perfect. It boosts their attack, defense, and speed, which is really good. It's like a bulk up plus Dragon Dance, which is insane. Oh, they might kill me. Oh no. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. Wow, they hit 5 times. I think I just go Flamethrower here. They don't have anything that resists any... Well, they do have Garganacl, but I'm just going to Flamethrower. I don't think I need to Terra. And if I am Choice Scarf, so if they're Choice Scarf, I'm faster anyway. And they don't Terra, which is a little surprising. Unless they're like Terra Grass or something, but... Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that. Now we're up. Now we have 3 Pokemon, they have 1, so we're in a really good spot here. Okay, that's Ursaluna. So, I don't know how common it is for Ursaluna to go Terra Water. I think it might be somewhat common, but at this point I'm just gonna go all in here. I probably should have Terra just to almost guarantee a knockout, but... They go Earthquake. Okay, they still have not Terrastalized. But I have Bundle in the back, right? So if they're Terra Water, then Freeze Dry kills them. Are they Flame Orb? Because that'll help me kill them, yeah. Then I get to go into Urshifu. We get to show off Urshifu, which is awesome. And go for the Surging Strikes. And if they don't Terra, they're dead. The only way they survive, and even then I'm not sure, is if they have a Terra type that resists water. But even then, they're burned, so... Surging Strike should still do good damage to them, if not knock them out, even if they resist. And then the burn should finish them off. Oh, they are Terra Water. That's funny. I was thinking that. But like I said, I don't think it matters. Well, I win this battle, basically, period. Because this might knock them out. Oh, they actually take it really well. But the burn might finish them off. And even if it doesn't and they knock me out here, I just go into Bundle and just kill them with Freeze Dry. So, GG. And that was cool. Yeah, my opponent's team was scary. It's funny because like if their Pokemon don't... Ooh, that does so much damage. If their Pokemon don't get going, their team is like... Their Pokemon are not that great individually if they can't set up. But when they do set up, they are terrifying. And as you saw there, I'm max HP and I was at full health and they cleanly knocked me out with the Guts boosted Facade. So... Boom, that's a great Pokemon. I really want to try Ursaluna. It's a really good Pokemon. I think it was a Pokemon that was getting a ton of hype before the Regulation D came out. I think it was a Pokemon that was getting a ton of hype before Regulation D came out. And it just hasn't really been realized. I think the big reason for that is just because it's just slow, you know, and you just kind of need a lot to get it going. But it's a great Pokemon. It's really strong. Battle number 3, my opponent's team, once again, kind of scary. I always say that, don't I? I don't know what else to say. It's because people always have Pokemon that are scary, right? Cresselia is potentially a nightmare. Let's see, how do we want to do this? They have Avalugg and Toxapex is pretty toxic. I think I like Bundle again here, though. Bundle seems pretty solid. Pretty decent against most of them. I think I like Gholdengo as well. I don't want to have, like, tunnel vision on that Cresselia, but, like, Gholdengo is good at... It can trick the choice specs to Cresselia, if that matters. Gholdengo's actually pretty decent against their team. And then Gholdengo will struggle against Hydreigon, possibly their Gholdengo, which means I think Urshifu might be what we want for that last slot. I'm not certain about that. All right, so they lead Hydreigon, which I'm not that afraid of. I'm just gonna freeze dry right away. They are thinking. Obviously they could Terra, but I'm fine if they... Wow, we get the freeze on Gholdengo. Okay, so, sorry, I was doing something over here. So they switch into Gholdengo and we get a freeze here, which is huge, and they have leftovers. Okay, good to know. So now I'm just gonna go Hydro Pump. I'm already off to a really good start here. A really lucky start, of course. Wow, they take that really well. I guess they're bulky. So I click Hydro Pump again, and they switch into Hydreigon again. Okay, cool. I'm in a good spot, though, because even if this doesn't do much damage, I can just go for Freeze Dry, and they know that. So, yeah, I mean... And I don't think they're Scarf, because they might have attacked me if they were. I mean, who knows? They could be Terra Steel. That was a decent link. Oh, they are Scarf. Wow, okay, good to know. Wow, that does a lot of damage. A common Terra type for Hydreigon in earlier seasons, because Hydreigon was really good at the beginning of Scarlet and Violet competitive, was Terra Steel. Clearly they don't have that, unless they just really didn't want to use their Terra that early, but we're off to a really good start, and once again, a big reason for that is the luck on our Freeze Dry. So we definitely shouldn't discount the fact that we got really lucky 2 games in a row. They go into Water Urshi. I'm just going to Freeze Dry again. They could Aqua Jet, but I might survive that. Wow, what? Yikes. Okay. I don't know what they were expecting there. And again, they still have not terastallized. Like, at that point, if you're going into Urshifu and you have a different Terra type, unless they didn't really know that Freeze Dry is super effective or something, I don't know, but... I don't know. I don't know what the deal with that was. I feel like they either should have terastallized their Urshifu unless they're Terra Water, or just gone right back into Gholdengo. At this point, I'm so far ahead, I just click Hydro Pump until either I win or they knock me out and then I go into something else. So that was a really unfortunate battle for my opponent, but hey, I'm not complaining. So yeah, those are the battles for today. The team felt really good. You know, I mean, Iron Bundle is Iron Bundle, right? I've said it before, but that Pokemon's so good. Sometimes I just solo people with it, as we saw there. But yeah, that was a really good battle, and well, no, that wasn't a good battle, I'll be honest, but that was a good showing for the team. Now, so far, honestly, after those battles, I don't feel like I have too much information for what the team can be improved on. Like, I actually feel like the team felt really good, and I don't feel like there was anything that I was missing there. Like, yeah, so for now, I'm not gonna make changes. Like I said, I hope to play more games off camera with this team, and then maybe in the next video with this team, I will have information on like changes I've made, or if I still feel like it's working pretty well, I can go ahead and keep that. But yeah, like the team felt really good here. I got to kind of show off most everyone pretty equally. Actually, I think I brought everyone at least once in those battles. So, and I. Excuse me, I think I sent out almost all of them. Well, Gholdengo didn't really get a chance to shine here, but everything else I brought. So good stuff there. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions for the team, for things that you think I'm missing that I can improve on. Of course, as always, if you have teams to share, feel free to drop those codes and I will show them in future videos. Like I said, even though I'm going to be focusing on this team this season, I will still be uploading videos with other teams. So I will be doing other teams as well. And of course, if you'd like me to show one of your teams, I will happily do that. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Please like and subscribe for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet videos. I'll see you next time.